Great morning. I've got a request to read on Kyle Rittenhouse. Yeah, I saw the thing with his mother too. Acting like he was just such a good boy, and they painted him as a white supremacist. I'm going after Joe Biden. How dare he do that to my son? May we remind people he killed 2 people. He went with an assault rifle and killed 2 people. And now we have those loonies, the pillow guy, and Ricky Schroeder, I think it's Ricky Schroeder, that are lifting this guy up. What is going on with this? So what can you tell us about this message? Taking a message. Well, yeah, he was giving a message, all right. Okay. And it's amazing that you have these ultra-white ringers that are, bailing him out and acting like he's so great. Emperor. Okay, the message is that the uber right is holding him up as some sort of a paragon of virtue. Crazy. It could also be the thing of Trump. Yeah, White House. This is in support of Trump. Okay? His white supremacist ideals, his drama. So, yeah, they bailed him out. They think they're being smart, like a fox. Now, I'm wondering if Trump is going to try to pardon this guy. Yeah, there we have Trump. Trump has got something to do with this. Trump has got something to do with this. He'll be involved with it some way. Again, more of their spin, misinformation, lies, and crap that they continue to put out. Oh, mercy. And I think this is part of his thing that, we have these uber right ones that were saying if Trump doesn't get in and get elected, they're ready to go to war. They're ready to fight. They're armed. Okay? They said all Trump has to do is say the word. Destruction. All Trump has to do is say the word, and we will be out there with our guns. Yeah, to keep him in power in his position of yeah. He has got them so believing every word he says that they are like little automated robots. The Borg. They've been assimilated into the Borg and believing all these deep state conspiracy theories. nature. Now, yeah, they got some kind of plan with this kid. Nature. Yeah, this is all of you guys that uphold me. Trump to his followers. Yeah, come drink the Kool-Aid, because I'll take care of you. Okay? If you get in trouble, I'll pardon you. I'll get you out of this mess. Don't worry about it. Just follow the Trump cult. Follow the Trump cult. Okay? Now, whether it's this kid or any of the rest of the Uber right, the Proud Boys, all the rest of them, they're all lumped in with the same thing. Trust. Trust me. Trust me. Death. Yeah. He's ready to stir them up so that he's not in the poorhouse. Okay? And he talks about them being disenfranchised and everything. And I think that this is also relating into them being pulled into these conspiracy theories, that they're all being disenfranchised. Okay, soulmates. Yeah, yeah, this convoluted justice. Soulmates. We're all in this together. I've won. Trump is talking about that he won, and that these fools want to take justice into their own hands to keep him in office. Okay? And I think that the plan that Trump and the rest of these Uber rights have is to hold this kid up as some sort of a how do I want to say it? That look at how great he is. Look at what he's done. He's stepped up. He stepped up for Trump. Okay, groundedness, gravity. They're trading on the emotionality of this. Again, trying to get away with something. And Trump would, if Trump thought he could get away with it, he would do it. He would, I have no doubt that he would order them to go to war. I mean, I don't know how many of them that they interviewed that said if Trump won and he's going to stay in office, and if not, we'll go to war. They actually are saying that. Comfort. comfort. We got basically the Repugly Ugly, but in this case, it's the wish-fulfilling card and this juggling, and I think this has to do again with not the Republican Party by itself. This is my card for the Repugly Uglies. Although this is like, in this case, we have like a city. And I think that this is more talking about the uber right, the cult of Trump. And the cult of Trump is all about the wish-fulfilling card, staying in power, using his base to juggle, to continue to try to juggle things. Shelter. Yeah, they're trying to shelter this kid. They bailed him out. Okay, things are going to be moving though quickly. I was looking, what is this? It's a bunch of bamboo, okay? Bunch of bamboo. Shelter him while things are moving. Although in this case, usually you have the flying staffs. This is really kind of dense, dark. It's not up in the air. It's just kind of there as a presence, shelter. Again, wanting to Trump is just looking at his avenues to stay in power, of course. Sheltering this kid. Underneath of it, they're thinking about how to dominate the situation. Continues to want to stir them up to using force if necessary. Looking at past things, but this is going to come to its conclusion and it's going to be tempered when it comes to their fight. And they're going to lose, we're going to celebrate. And strong arm is going to come in. Now, in this case, I feel like if they tried to do an uprising, the military would actually come in. Because they're not going to let this egomaniac take over. There's a judgment there. Even the Repugly Uglies would be there to hang it up. And there will be ongoing investigations into Trump's misuse of power and a way to skew things because of his loss. He tries to rile them up into continuing to do his bidding and not listening to the truth of what's happening, which, again, Trump is really beside himself, and here he is, Trump. And unfortunately for him, our values and our country will prevail. So let's see what we've got underneath of it all. On the other side here, we've got him trying to hold on, but judgment is coming down. Of course, you've got those ready to fight, and things are being evaluated, re-evaluated, but it's going to be quashed. Okay, they're going to have to retreat because the light's being shown on this. Okay, so yeah, it's not going to work for him. He would do it if he thought he could get away with it. And I think that the uber right wants to use that kid as some sort of a, what's the word I want to use? An icon, a beacon, that he was willing to get out there and stand for Trump and do the right thing, crap. But yeah, he may be one of the ones that Trump may try to pardon before he goes out, and may still try to keep his base on the hook. But to cause them to do an uprising would be basically treason. Okay, would be basically treason. Now, yeah, I know we wanted the reading on Rittenhouse, but it went into, sometimes it does that, it just goes into other aspects. And so let me see if I can pull a few cards here again and ask about Rittenhouse directly, not the whole Trumpian uber right movement. Okay, so this deck I'm using today is the Agni Rorich Tarot, so they're kind of different. Okay, so what can you tell me about Rittenhouse directly, not as setting him up as some sort of a, the uber right poster child? What's going to happen with him? A lot of talk about him. Things are being worked on. So if his thing does go to trial, somehow I've got the feeling that they will have some uber right, big name lawyer trying to defend him, to make a name for themselves. Okay, yeah, a lot of spin and lies. This one jumped out. The moon. Again, no light being shown on it. A lot of shadow stuff. A lot of up about his Rittenhouse. Separate. Coming to an end. Transition. When it comes to yeah, it's not going to bode well for him. His easy life separate, they're putting an end to that. Let's see what else we have. Upheaval coming. Okay. Usually this is my card for overseas Russia stuff. And I think it had to do with this kid being taken in by the Russian disinformation stuff that was out there, deep state conspiracies, QAnon, all of that stuff was started by Russian disinformation. Upheaval, he got caught up in it, and that's what he held to, okay? That's what he held to, and that's what's taken him off on a bender. Structure. Yeah, he got caught up in that he was gonna thinking he's gonna fight for the right, okay, and yeah, to uphold Trump, to uphold that, so release. Yeah, there's money behind him to work on his release for now, and working behind the scenes to get him, I think his lawyers and things, what they're going to do with this case. And there's a woman behind it with money. I would probably Mercer. Mercer is in there with something to do with it. Support. Support. Yeah, he's got some money behind there. Trying to retreat, trying to get him out of this. Okay. He's out now. I mean, out on bond. I didn't know you could get out on bond if you're in for a murder case. But apparently you can. Protection. Uglies are behind protecting this kid from a loss, trying to protect him from too much of a loss. Okay, from things that are coming. Yeah, so he's got, and I think a lot of this is very political in the end. There are those that are again, mounting his defense. Okay. Air. Temperance. Knight of Wands. So I think it's still up in the air how they're going to mount his defense. I don't know how he can get out of not being convicted. Okay. What's going to be the end outcome of this? What's going to be the end outcome for Rittenhouse? What's going to be the outcome of this? Vulnerability. What's going to be the outcome of this? What's going to be the outcome of this for Rittenhouse? Legal. It's going to be the outcome of this. Yeah, I still think that Trump may try to pardon him. Underneath of it, we have trying to get away with something. Somebody will be speaking out for him. And trying to talk about what action to take, about his actions there. Probably say, the devil made me do it, was not in my right mind. Ego thing, he was out there for Trump. And they're looking at his life going forward. Now, in this we have the beginning. There's nobody there. He got pulled in for Trump's thing, and again, fighting for Trump, and there we have again Trump, and trying to get him out of the tough waters. But this is going to be, this was a death for people, okay? The fight, Okay, not listening, we're not listening, and then we have somebody trying to manipulate the situation. Okay, and wanting to have, they're going to try to talk about having some sort of a temperance compassion for this kid. That he was taken in. So I'm thinking they may try to get a pardon for him. Yeah, I mean, it's sad he's taken in by these conspiracy theories and dramas, and, you know, it doesn't look like he was in a good household. His mother looks like a piece of work. But the fact is, he killed 2 people. Okay, the fact is, he killed people. But if he goes to jail, he will be used and abused in 10 ways to Sunday. That's for sure, too. So we'll have to wait and see. I think things are not set in stone at this moment yet as to what his fate is going to be, whether he will be spending his life in prison or if he will get, but it looks like they're really pushing for Trump to give a pardon to this kid. They're going to be using him as some sort of an example for the uber right. Just don't forget we got the pillow guy out there, and he's a big Trump supporter and donator. Donates to Trump's thing. And he was instrumental in getting the kid out for now. But no matter how much he was taken in by the dark state conspiracy, deep state conspiracies, and Russian propaganda, QAnon nonsense, the cold, hard fact is he killed 2 people. Okay? This was not an accident. Wasn't an accidental, the gun going off. He went there with the intent, purpose. And 2 people died. So I'm going to leave this here, but it looks like the uber right is going to try to set him up as, you know, on some sort of a pedestal that, look what he did, he held the line, and, you know, that type of nonsense. So I'm going to leave this here for now, and we'll have to wait and see what happens with this. So I'm going to leave this here, and I'll see you online.